Welcome to WhiteBaseTCG.
Alright everyone, this is Snake from Team WhiteBase. Now for one of my favourite decks. Hopefully it does really well. I've got to still test it a bit more, but it seems really good. Let's start off with our key card. 4. Aegis Gundam. The Zaf one for Ireland Zola. This one is when attacking, if this unit has 5 or more AP, so if you put any, and I mean any pilot on this card, it will hit him for damage. Then I can choose one enemy unit at level 5 or higher and deal 3 damage. This is good against 2 specific units, and that is Gundam Wing and the original Blue Gundam, because with a tamer on both those they become awkward to get through, but this helps hit them and hit them hard. But obviously we're not just going to play this, we've got to play its mobile arms form.
Wait, train. We're waiting for the train to push through.
Yeah.
So go back and explain.
As I was saying, obviously we've got to play a second unit that fits with the leader, that matches it for pairing, and we're going with the mobile arms form. It's our breacher. This means that if I kill a unit, I can destroy a shield. Very, very useful in this game. Breaching is so powerful. The only thing that's stronger than breaching in this game is drawing. I think we all knew this though, because it's a card game.
We do love to draw.
Drawing is a curse and a pleasure. Alright, then we've got the main guy himself, Afrin Zola, a Zaf coordinator. Now obviously there's nothing in the game currently, even if that says anything to do with coordinator, which means it's been printed on this for a reason. And the other part of our deck again is coordinator, so we already know this is going to have a really good future set, and it just seems like a really powerful colour combo. But yeah, this guy this turn when linked, so it only works the turn you link it, because it say when linked, which most people will seem to not realise. During this turn, this unit may choose an active unit that is level 5 or lower as an attack target. So you put it on this, you swing, you can swing into a unit that's 5 or less, you breach. Or you go into this one, you swing, say it's Gundam Wing with fingers, 7/7. This will then ping him for 3, which will trade off. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Now you may have thought, yeah, I love Afrin Zola, he's a brilliant unit, but he's not the real boss of this kit deck. The real boss is the Strike Gundams. The most broken card in my opinion. Cost 4, level 5, 4/4 blocker when paired with a level 4 higher pilot, so basically almost everything in this deck. All my main pilots I'm going to pilot connect are going to be level 4s. Choose one enemy unit with 4 less HP and return it to the hand, or owner's hand. Very useful. But you need to go with the pilot for it. Kira Yamato. Now, I look at this as the strongest combo in the game, because Kira Yamato has just a basic 2-1 line, but he also has a choose one when attacking, so not even paired or linked, just general unit. When attacking, choose one enemy unit, he gets -2 attack power during this battle. Now, if you put it on top of here, he's now a 6/5 blocker that when attacking makes it swing 2 weaker. On a blocker, your toughness is the most important thing, so you only have 5, which means you're going to hit so much. But by lowering their attack by 2, you are getting an additional 2 damage free. So that if it survives, next turn you do it again. It's like you're plussing your defense each turn. It's almost like repair, because you're not taking that damage and you're getting free trades. But if it was just that, let's be fair, that wouldn't be just enough to complement the deck. What makes it busted though is that we then get another Strike Gundam, a 3/3 one. This one on deploy, so as soon as you play it, draw 1, then discard 1, filter. Getting through your cards is the most important thing in this game. Add to the fact it's another Kiriyamato pet link unit, means that it then has rush. But we're not done. We've then got Launcher Strike Gundam at 3 copies. This is another blocker. Again, same reasons as the one before. Very useful. He becomes even stronger because it's a blocker. And then we've got Perfect Strike Gundam, which is another blocker. So as you can tell, this half of the white deck is very defensive. It's used to push pressure and hit hard. After the first set comes out, obviously I'll be upgrading these to 4 and 4. Because I want to be very defensive when I need to. I'm not going to take damage if I don't need to. But we've got some more stuff to go through now. Let's pick up these. Alright, the last few units in our deck. 2 of these. During pair, when destroyed, if you have another linked unit in play, draw a card. They're not the best, but because I'm running the Striker package with Kira, he's a blocker that makes things weaker. He's more likely going to stay around long, which means these are more likely to go off. And because they're only paired, it means like, if anything, I can put Kira onto it and swing, knocking their defense down by 2. It means it takes even less damage. But we've got one other unit. This pilot, in my opinion, is not the greatest. In all fairness, it's quite bad. The only redeeming factor he has at the moment, other than him linking with this unit, is his skill. Main or attack, so if they're attacking you're going to block. Choose one friendly unit with level 2 or lower. It gains first strike during that battle. Now, as using this deck, so far this is the only unit that it hits, that it works with, because it's a level 2. But that changes when we move on to the last few pieces of our deck. And one of the more important cards, Striker Pack. This card is a burst unit. So you get hit in shield, it will activate. If you have no other Earth Alliance units, keyword there is your Earth Alliance, you get a 3/3 blocker, which also does not have a level, which means when declaring block, if you combo with this, your blocker now has first strike. Now, that's all good, but you can't expect to have them in your shield. So, there's also 2 other ways that you can do it. At a level 4 2 cost, when you play it, if you don't have any alliance tokens, which I'll be honest, you can get one of these. There are only these 3 in that whole subgroup with Earth Alliance, so that means you're going to, if you don't have one of these on board, you can make one. Again, that's a 4/2 or a 2/4. with no level. So if you've got this in hand, you're probably going to make this unit, unless you're against red. If you're not against red, well, if you're against red, you'll make this one, and that will then become a 2/4 first strike to kill units. If you're not playing against red, go for this one if you have it. You've got a 4/2 first strike, which means 4 damage before it gets hit. The other thing you can do as well with it is, the reason why I'm saying to go for this instead of others if you're in red, is every red deck will be running this. It's their response to it, and in our case, our response, because we're playing blockers. Close combat. Close combat is you choose one unit, doesn't matter what level, what type, nothing gets around it, nothing can stop it. 2 damage. So if you have this on board and you've activated this, that's 4 first strike, and then you combo, say that you use this command in response to something they've done, you're already hitting 6. The only unit that can survive is Wing Gundam, and that's if Wing Gundam hasn't already taken a hit. If not, you can do it there. That's 4 damage and your unit will stay. It's the only reason I'm playing this card, is first combat, but it also makes all your blocking so much stronger. But obviously, that's not enough on it. You don't want your hand getting clogged, because you've seen we're running a lot of high-end stuff. We ain't running many. We're not running the small 1 drops that like Xeon Rush I think is. So we're running 3 copies of Arthur's X and Kira's Misses, Overflowing Affection. This unit is a level 2, cost 1. Draw 2, discard 1 card. The only other card in the game that draws 2 is a blue card that costs level 4, costs you 3. So in my eyes, I think this is better, especially if you've gone second because you get the extra resource. You can do this turn 1, and it does happen quite often. Alright, now we're not done yet. We've just got the last little bit left to go through. We are running 2 copies of the starter deck base for this. Activate main, rest this unit, choose 1 friendly unit, gets extra power. Now that can work out in so many ways. It just helps you push those last little bits of numbers on your units. And there are also units where, I won't be honest, the only reason I'm running this is there's not a better red base. The only one I could think of was running the Xeon one, which on play pink sync for 1, which could work, but I'm waiting for the next set because I know there's going to be a better base for me to run. And now for the key base of this deck, blue has white base, we have Archangel. Now Archangel is choose 1 friendly unit with blocker at the cost of 2, set it to active, and it can't attack afterwards. Now, most decks will not get use out of this, but us on the other hand, we have these tokens from the strike pack. We also have Kira's Perfect Strike Gundam, Gundam Launch Striker, Aerial Gundam. So we've got a lot of targets that we can restand. This means that we can be very aggressive with our blockers as well, which with Kira's ability to reduce, as I was saying earlier, with Kira's ability to reduce the defense, well the power, sorry, means you're taking less damage on your unit. This requires that you're then going to swing. Kira will -2, you'll take less damage and you'll pay 2 to restand. if you swing into something, say a weenie, and you've -2 its power, you've got a free trade and then pay 2 to restand. You're just clearing the board for no pressure. Anyway.
Wait till the train passes through.
Give me 1 second, mate. Currently got the train going by. Okay, so that's my current build. As I said, I know people love Armino Ray, and other people love what's the other one? Hero. But there's a reason why Kira Yamato was called the Jesus of Gundam, and he will win games on his own. And for those wondering, because I've seen loads of people wondering why they're going for abnormal prices, these should not be as expensive as they are online. They were given as a free participation promo to anyone who played the starter deck event. Do not pay stupid money for this card. They're nice, yes, but they're just reprinted foils of the base ones.
But you know people want to max out the decks.
Yes, but my advice, if you look at other Bandai games, the cards aren't too expensive, only the foils are. If you want to max out your deck, fair enough, go for it. But wait. Get your playset to the originals first. Get your base stuff first, so that you have the deck to play with. Then work on getting your max rarity. And that's my little TED talk. Thank you for spending time. If you think of anything that can improve the deck even more, please comment below. I'd love to read what everyone else's ideas are. As I said, this game's only going to get better and better in my opinion. But thank you for spending time watching this video. It's been a very long one. As you can tell, I'm a fanboy of Gundam Seed. Just wait till Gundam 00 comes out. You might even have a 30-minute video on that one, because I'm going to go hard on that. Careful, children. Thank you for watching the video. Please leave comments below and have a nice day. WhiteBase out.